in middle of the year hari tu, pertengahan 2024, I got a health scare lah. So all the reading semua kan, cholesterol lah, blood sugar lah, semua a bit of a concern.
Okay, so here's something I learned from my mom, right? From a very young age. She was never ever shy about her age, and I would always wonder, people would say, don't mind me asking, how old are you, and her response is always, no, I'm very proud of my age.
It was actually hard for you.
It was, and it continues to be easier, more encouraging, because we are encouraged.
So does that mean that your azam 2025 is that you are going to moderate?
I knew that was coming. Oasis Place not just being about the boss, but about every person who worked there. And I can say, for a person who has been there, that you do know the different therapists and the different people who have walked through those doors and made an impact onto lives of many neurodivergent children. So, well done, Kakak.
Assalamualaikum. Hello everybody. It is the milestone episode of penghujung tahun 2024 dan permulaan 2025.
Yay!
Oleh itu, kita akan mencuba format yang lain sedikit. I think hari ini kita ingin membincangkan apa-apalah yang setiap seorang dari kita nak sebut tentang perjalanan kita dalam KFam setakat ini. Ya, sudah hampir setahun kita ke udara. So biasanya memang kita akan membincangkan perihal berkaitan dengan makna serta kepentingan hidup bersama dan masyarakat, ya, meraihkan perbezaan di kalangan kita dari semua segi, ya, dari segi agama, budaya, rupa dan sudah tentunya keupayaan. Dan kami memang nak menghargai keunikan di antara kita. Dan hidup dalam keadaan di mana semua orang diterima, diraikan segenap lapisan masyarakat, terutama mereka yang kurang atau berkelainan upaya. So we always start speaking like this, right? It sets the tone and we remind ourselves why we are here. So I think memang ini penting bagi kita. Tapi perhaps today kita nak bagi peluang bagi setiap orang mungkin nak meluahkanlah sedikit sebanyak tentang apa-apa sebenarnya. I think we said that we're just going to have a chat because kadang-kadang kita duduk bersama-sama and we have these great chats tapi kita tak record. So maybe kita bayangkan bahawa kita cuma just bersembang-sembang di antara kita, sharing, updating at this point in time. Musim cuti, penghabisan kepada tahun persekolahan, penghabisan, macam-macam lah, right? Yeah, it's the end of the year. And then mungkin ada yang nak sebut tentang harapan untuk tahun baru. Mungkin ada yang nak mengimbas kembali benda atau perkara-perkara tertentu, peristiwa 2024. Inilah peluangnya. I know some of you are really very uncomfortable that we're going to try to do this. Siapa yang tak nak berkongsi apa, memang mungkin peranan dia pada hari ini adalah untuk bertanyakan soalan. Mungkin. Mungkin.
Mungkin ada inspirasi daripada apa yang kami akan
exactly. Mungkin setelah seorang dah mula buat sharing, akan ada orang lain pula yang tergerak hati untuk share. So let's see. Didi, I actually want to start with you because when we were talking about this, I think you were talking about something more positive. I don't know whether you still want to talk about resolution, but definitely it was something a little more positive, and I think it's always good to start with a bit of positivity. Boleh tak kita start with Didi?
Okay. Well, in middle of the year hari tu, pertengahan 2024, I got a health scare lah. So all the reading semua kan, cholesterol lah, blood sugar lah, semua a bit of a concern. So kita mula on medication, and of course lifestyle changes. And within 3 months, Alhamdulillah, reading semua getting better. And of course, lifestyle changes tu bila dah mula bersenam semua, takkan level tu je kan. And then kita tengok pula Hot FM dah sampai Kinabalu, which is, Gunung Kinabalu ni memang nampak daripada rumah saya tau.
Betul.
Pagi bila bangun tu, saya selak langsir bilik kan, tengok kalau cuaca baik, tak banyak awan, memang akan nampak. Kalau mungkin berkabus ke apa ke, nampak dia punya bayang lah, siluet bentuk tu, the whole Mount Kinabalu tu memang nampak. Jadi bila tengok kan ramai manusia yang mampu naik ke puncak tu, mulalah tertanya like, why not me? Tapi mungkin it's yelah, bukan senang. And kita pun sedar dirilah kalau dengan fitness sekarang ni tak mampu. Bila orang cakap pasal resolution, mula Januari. And then saya fikir, dan berdasarkan pengalaman kan, mula exercise ni, dia tidak boleh macam terus, tiba-tiba boleh jogging laju ke, boleh jogging jauh. It takes a lot of sikit-sikit lah. Mula-mula 7,500 steps. Itu pun jalan, tak lari pun. Kemudian kita tingkatkan lagi. Jadi saya take it as whatever you want to do kan, resolution ni. 1, tak perlu 1 bulan 1. 2, it has to be small steps. Sikit-sikit dan tambahlah ada increment in terms of the intensity. Tak boleh macam, start 1 bulan 1 ni saya akan jogging 10 km sehari. Tak dapat lah macam tu kan. Nanti 10 km, lepas tu bukan esok, sebulan tak larat nak buat apa-apa. Don't overkill lah. Jangan macam beria-ria. And then actually kita punya editor
Tiba-tiba pingsan.
siap ajak kan. Editor itu siap cakap, Didi jom naik Mount Kinabalu. Dia nak naik tahun in May 2035 dia nak naik lagi. So I know myself, I rasa tahun ni tak boleh. I siap cakap okay, May 2035 boleh. It's about
2026. 2026.
Sorry 2026. Anit pun tak confident I boleh.
Tak, you yang cakap, Didi.
Tak. It's not because Anit tak confident. Sebab you tersasul.
Sebab you yang tersasul.
May 2026 which is lepas raya tahun 2020 dah. So kita buat resolution, kita bagi masa sikit-sikit naik, and then InsyaAllah lah, tak boleh lah macam terus nak letak target yang tinggi, lepas tu bila tak dapat you just rest and just stop kan, dah tak buat dah sebab tak larat dah kan. So I think that's my resolution, take care of myself so that lebih sihat dan boleh buat banyak benda lah lagi dengan anak-anak. And lagi satu, I think rasanya tahun depan harap-harap tak kerap sangat balik KL lah kot. Sebab
tak best betul resolution tu. Bantah.
Dengar tak semua ni?
Opposition
ni.
here.
I know you guys gonna miss me, tapi itulah 2024 I balik 7 kali. Okay
Okay lah, jom kita pergi KK.
I dah sampai, tapi I nak pergi lagi.
Yes,
Jom.
7 kali dah I balik.
So Didi, sikit-sikit jadi bukit, right? Where you are. I like.
Ni nak naik bukit.
Yes, sikit-sikit jadi bukit, naik bukit, naik gunung.
Naik gunung.
Naik gunung. No, but you know Didi, and bila you naik tu, you pakai t-shirt KFam tau.
Kita akan print satu bendera KFam.
Banyak permintaan ni. Tapi nampak tak ini keyakinan? That you're gonna go.
We believe in you.
Yeah.
You can do this.
Yeah.
You can do it. Also, Didi, can I just say,
Jom lah.
Okay, let's go.
Ada lagi 1.5 tahun lagi nak prepare.
Semua orang diam.
Boleh je.
say that Didi has done so well.
It's just my resolution. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep talking over you, Didi. No, she's done so well
She has.
this year, and I think I speak for all of us when we say we're so proud of you, Didi.
We are.
Ramai orang bila ada health,
Tepuk tangan.
ramai orang bila health scare, memang there'll be kemurungan and this and all that. But with you, it was just sheer determination to just get fit.
And she made Emmy do it too.
Well, yes, she made it a family affair.
Yeah.
So
So
proud.
Emmy joined her, right? Kan Didi? Yeah.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Yeah, and she put on her boxing gloves, even better. Yeah.
Well, so yeah, that makes me think about, when we talk about our children and the things that we do. So I think antara sebab yang kita memang yakin insyaAllah Didi memang akan mencapai resolusi or apa ni, it's not resolusi lah, what is it, what's that word for it?
Goal.
Her goal,
No, it's
her
not
intention.
goal.
Cita-cita.
Cita-cita.
I like cita-cita.
Azam tahun baru lah. You all Azam is such an easier, simple word. Azam tahun baru ni. Azam tahun baru ke tak tahun baru? I know you said it's not necessarily tagged to January yang 1st January kan. But we believe that you can, because I think you are somebody yang memang dah demonstrate these things that you talk about is something that you have done as a parent, right? But this time you want to do it for yourself. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
It's self-care, your own health. No, I totally believe you're going to make it, Didi, inshallah. Really, really. I have no doubt about it. You've demonstrated, all the things that you had talked about. And it's just that this time, the thing that you are visualizing, right? So talking about what it is that you want to achieve is just something that's maybe a bit more for yourself lah. And something you tak pernah try before. But sure, of course you can do it. Confirm.
InsyaAllah.
InsyaAllah. Yeah. Wah, dah lepas tu okey lah, habis. Tak ada siapa nak cerita lagi pasal azam-azam dan
Sebab
whatever lain.
Azam tu sangat tinggi sebab dia daki gunung.
Literally tinggi kan?
Yes.
Yes, literally.
The highest peak in Malaysia.
And
In Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia, yes. Desiree kena belajar geografi sekali lagi.
Azam Desiree, supaya meningkatkan pengetahuan geografi.
Yes, boleh.
Perhaps.
In fact, oddly enough, it was one of my better subjects tau masa sekolah.
Tapi sekarang dah lupa.
Sekarang dah lupa. I think also because, like I mentioned earlier, it's been a milestone year for me. I turned 40 this year, kan? So I'm going to use that as my standing excuse now for a lot of
You're not
things.
supposed to tell your age.
No, but I'm proud of it.
Life begins at 40 days.
Okay, so here's something I learned from my mom, right? From a very young age. She was never ever shy about her age, and I would always wonder, people would say, don't mind me asking, how old are you, and her response is always, no, I'm very proud of my age. And whether she was 37 or 50 or now she's 71 and still, going as strong as she can, she's like, I'm very proud of my age. Just ask me, I will always tell you the truth. And I take that from her. So I'm very proud to be 40. Thank you.
Nice.
And that's all of 2024?
No, there's a lot actually. Banyak sebenarnya.
I was going to say, why is Anit saying you should never reveal your age? Is that something you believe or you're just poking fun at her?
No, poking fun.
Okay.
Tell us more.
So this year, many things actually, good, bad, ugly. But I think I want to share about Hans. This year, it's actually been a challenging year for him. So di permulaan tahun ni, dan Desiree pun ada kongsi lah sebelum ni kan, ada sedikit cabaran di sekolah. There was some challenges, different behaviours. Dah mula to kick his friends in school, kick his teachers. So these are very worrying things lah, coming from a child who never did that. So it's been a tumultuous year for him. Actually, so there were good moments where he made friends. Then bila kawan dia dah tukar sekolah lain, that's when the behaviours escalated, which took me a while to actually understand that sebenarnya Hans ni, dia rasa sedih sebab dua kawan karib dia yang hari-hari pergi sekolah, mereka 3 sekawan di kelas or whatever games, memang mereka bertiga dah pergi ke sekolah lain, tinggal dia seorang. And because memang Hans tak boleh bercakap, right? And maybe there wasn't enough of options in the AAC device for him to communicate that. So he starts to act out in other areas. Kan? So that was one
How
trigger.
did you realise it? Macam mana dia perasan that itu memang sebabnya?
So I can't remember kalau dah tershare dalam episod sebelum ni, but it was a conversation I was having in my car dalam kereta dengan sepupu saya who's also Hans Kotma, and Hans memang ada dalam kereta masa tu.
Okay.
So I said, baru-baru ni Hans perangai berubah, starting to kick and kick teachers in school and all that. And I said, tapi, so then she's prompting me, it's like, so what do you think has changed? I think perubahan terbesar I said is dua kawan dia yang dia paling rapat dah pergi ke sekolah lain. And then pada masa tersebut Hans ambil AAC dia and he tapped on the word lonely. And I was like, oh my God, since I have goosebumps and it was it was a bit of a frightening moment for me because he had not turned 9 yet and this 8-year-old is telling me he's lonely. And then my cousin and I went, oh my God. And he went, lonely. So had a few conversations with the school. Then there were also other triggers lah. Besides the friends bit, there was also some teaching elements in school yang dia memang tak berapa suka. So I had to go in back and forth banyak kali actually pergi ke sekolahan setahun ni untuk to investigate. And towards the end of this year memang ada satu perubahan yang besar di rumah saya, which saya akan berkongsi di episod yang akan datang. But it was a good change to the household. Everyone's very happy dan
but still a change.
Saya beranggap bahawa ini akan mengimpact Hans in a negative way. I had that perception, so I was trying to be prepared, right? But surprisingly, dekat sekolah we saw an improvement in overall behaviour, the ability to share, dan in his exam this year memang and because of the challenges he's had this year, so hari ni tahun ni bila pergi ambil report card Hans memang tak adalah expectations. I mean, not to say I don't expect anything from him, but I didn't want to set myself for disappointment, so I went in with an open mind. Cikgu dia yang like jumping up and down, like, Puan, look, Hans dapat A's and B's this year from the 40 to 60 percentile. He was so so he surprised me. And I think pernah pun kita bincang dalam episod lain tentang transitions and how the big transitions sometimes are easier than we expect the smaller transitions to be. And this is an example of it, where the thing that we assume is a small transition di mana kawannya pergi ke sekolah lain, we assume that happens, right? So maybe kawan baru, when some of us, like I would automatically think, okay lah, kawan dah pergi sekolah lain, ada kawan baru, but they take longer to make that kawan baru. But when there's a big change at home, Hans okay je.
So yes, I think sometimes bigger transitions are easier on some of our kids.
Yep. Betul?
Yeah, they surprise us.
And Hans, never fails to surprise me. So I want to say, Hans, I'm sorry for sometimes underestimating you, but also thank you for always keeping me humble and being my greatest teacher.
Oh, I echo that. My kids are my greatest teacher.
Yeah,
often.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's true.
Yes.
So, yes, Kakak.
As we speak about transition, let me share transition for 2024 was so many, and actually the word I want to share is grateful. Yeah, selalunya kalau kami start cakapkan transisi, there may be more challenge or issue, but I have to say the first transition is coming to kita family, being more and that was February, beginning of the year. 3rd of February was our pilot. I am so grateful that kami ada ni platform ni. Even being together as we share is so comforting, is so assuring, and I want to thank everybody, and especially all our followers and parents or anybody. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. So that gratefulness was one transition of being very private, although as a professional, if you like, the expectation is saya memang ni boleh bercakap lah and present lah semua, but actually I would like to confess lah, this is I'm so grateful to all my adik-adik ni to give me the encouragement, a different platform, different sharing, because we are sharing from our heart. Yeah.
And it was actually hard for you
It was and it continues to be easier, more encouraging because we are encouraged.
So does that mean that your azam 2025 is that you are going to moderate
Ada
more?
lagi. I knew that was coming.
Confirm. Sebab this is the
Boleh
episode
dibuat.
where we were just going to say certain things, right?
That's when you have friends who give safety to be challenged. And we will take that up. Ada lagi. Ada lagi. So on, there are many personal and professional level for transition. Aside from that, personally, there was a huge house move for the family. And that again alert myself, not even about being neurodiverse, life events is major. Yeah, change is major. Even something as enjoyable as a new home in transition. And I must not miss sharing transition for my husband. Actually, we discovered a term for Chokman. Chokman, this is, I want to acknowledge your support, your love, your ever amazing. So we now have this name for Papa at home. He is a explorer educationist.
Wow.
That is a cool description.
That is really cool because what I want to share is how well he went into sports. The pickleball is that passion. He has consistently talked about using sporting activity for families, for education,
for inclusion.
And inclusion.
Yeah,
He did all ability sports, including ability in wheelchair, disability or ability, the way you look at it, across age group. And he successfully hosted and chaired the KL Pickleballs. This is a shout out for KL Pickleball for all ability. They had 800 international participants of pickleball. And that will be annual, yeah? So there's a shout out. And again, there are so many things happening. Every member of the family in a year full of transition. And professionally, as we know, October was the 10th year celebration of Oasis Place. And honestly, again, I am grateful, thankful, and the experience of transition I have learned for this year is how we can be grateful, and now we plan for the next frontier.
That is that's
Panjang,
so good. No, that was really good.
For someone who said she didn't know what to say, I think that was a valedictorian speech, don't you?
Terima kasih.
Absolutely.
Because you all provide safe space for us to meluahkan and to share. Terima kasih.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You and OP, itu yang that's the connector for all of us actually.
Yep.
Actually, it
Kan?
is. We are all connected in one.
Kan Didi?
Yeah.
No, a few days ago, my daughter Amy attended her last, for the moment lah, psychologist session. Sebab dia dah ada team dekat sini. Amy okay je, tapi I dekat tangga kan picking, I nak menangis tau, because it has been a long journey. And the transition had complete. And even that, I'm sure that Oasis Place will always be there for me, and I pun dah plan next year. Memang tadi I cakap tak nak balik sangat KL, tapi I dah plan dah. Nanti ada workshop for parents yang by one of the expert tu, Kim Batel tu, I nak balik.
Pasti.
Available and balik. So basically, kita bukan bekas klien. We are forever client of Oasis Place.
Terima kasih. And
here.
honestly, it is a Oasis family.
Yes.
Macam kita family, we are Oasis family juga. Terima kasih.
This is something Kakak was sharing with us today about how she started it and how she wanted everybody to feel included and Oasis Place not just being about the boss, but about every person who worked there. And I can say for a person who has been there that you do know the different therapists and the different people who have walked through those doors and made an impact onto lives of many neurodivergent children. So, well done, Kakak.
Thank you, Ani. And again, thank you for having that mention. Really, it's Oasis family. Every therapist, every family, every professional, every individual is precious to us. Thank you. Thank you for the trust.
That's why her job description pun lain dari yang lain kan. Kita pernah sebut kan.
Mother.
She's not. Yeah. Mother. I was like, wow,
Mother of
coolest
Oasis.
business card ever. Sepatutnya tulis kat situ CEO ke, MD ke, founder ke. Tak ada. Mother.
Thank you, Nori.
Yeah.
Like all of us, kan?
I think I'm gonna steal that and add exclamation point behind mine.
Mother!
Exclamation.
Oh, my brain is going to other words.
Trust the young one.
Yes, so exclamation point.
Okay.
For impact?
Impact.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, that's a big jump, huh? Because you're going from baby to mother exclamation point.
Yes. At 40.
At 40.
Next year, 41.
Oh, at 41. Okay.
The young and bold.
Today.
And the bold and beautiful. So,
Itu revealing age tu.
I used to
sebab
watch
itu,
also.
sebab
She
itu
also used to
reference.
watch. She also used to watch.
Dia also kita nak establish. That's why dia boleh hang out dengan kita.
This is true. This is true. Yeah.
Nasib baik you, so don't take offense at that and actually quite enjoy being this also
Yes, this is true.
thingy,
I do.
kan? Yeah,
I do
yeah.
enjoy it.
The bold and the beautiful. Oh my God. That is a soap opera from the 80s and 90s?
80s and 90s.
Wow. It's not even
You
a
will start to
century.
tell the age.
Dengan rambut
Yes.
yang besar-besar, yang stylish.
So it used to be on Astro for those who had Astro.
Yes. With
What,
glam
those who
punya-
had Astro? Astro is a thing still now. No?
I mean, I don't have Astro
No, it's
anymore.
Netflix
It's Netflix.
You can get Netflix via Astro. I don't know why I'm doing an ad for Astro. But anyway,
YouTube.
Cancelled Astro long
Zaman dah
ago.
No, I'm just saying I appreciate all this different media, which is, my form of some, respite and escapism,
Oh, yes.
whatever it is, from, everything, whether it was Astro or whether it's like, the other day we were having, K-dramas for sure, that's, from Netflix and other streaming things, but the other day we were reminiscing about how exciting it was when TV3 first showed up.
Oh, yes. I remember.
Yeah, it was so it was a
Revolutionary.
really big deal because before that we only had RTM1 and RTM2.
Yeah. Which got rebranded to TV1 and TV2.
Yeah. And along came TV3 untuk anda.
Okay, I was either a baby or it was the year I was born. So I don't remember
Yeah,
that. But when NTV7 came
Wow.
about, that was a big celebration for me.
TV. Ya, kita boleh still sebut TV. Time yang kita tak boleh fast forward iklan.
Yes.
Time yang kita kena tunggu tiap-tiap minggu. Kan Didi, apa Didi punya favourite? Ada tak? Do you have
Dulu apa? Cabas, Smurf, Jam.
Jam. Definitely.
The
Jam.
He-Man and She-Ra.
Yeah. Kalau He-Man also, what's the other one? Dia dengan yang Tiger. Thundercat. Yeah.
Yes,
Thundercats.
Thundercats. Thundercats best.
And Transformers.
Wow.
Still the coolest people in town.
Hey, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, jangan lupa.
Yes.
Itu also a little bit. Then I think that one is your generation. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
So what does Hans watch?
Han still watches nursery rhymes on YouTube.
Okay.
He's on YouTube.
He's on YouTube.
So no
He doesn't
Thomas the
know-
Tank Engine?
We tried. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like Sesame Street, Barney. I tried all those, but he likes nursery rhymes and songs on YouTube, and he learned to read from there. So, for all those people out there who told me, "Oh, don't give your son so much screen time," he learned to read from screen time. So,
Yeah.
we're happy about it.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it's time for Nori to share first.
Time for me to share.
Yes, of course.
Ada sebab yang I choose to jadi moderator hari ni tau. Tak tahu kalau I nak share apa-apa dengan
Okay.
you all hari
Okay,
ni.
okay lah. I go first.
Not sure.
I go first.
Okay.
Okay, so for me, I think the reflection of 2024 is I started with a back injury that made me temporarily disabled. So for all those years that I started learning about advocating for OKU rights and what it was like, I finally got the life experience, which was quite eye-opening and also empowering in a small way, with the hope that there was a chance of recovery, but then also wondering what it would be like for people to be told that there was not going to be a chance of recovery. It was the simplest thing, like no driving. Oh my God, I'd been driving since I was 18. And you're telling me I can't drive. You're telling me that I cannot leave the house. I should be having bed rest. I should be wearing a very protective brace. And actually
Using a wheelchair.
using a wheelchair, looking for a ramp, not having accessibility. Because I remember one day after about 6 weeks when the kids said, oh, let's go out for Indian food, and they mentioned this specific restaurant, and suddenly they went, oh, we can't go there because we need to climb steps, and mommy can't climb steps. And that whole experience of going to the restaurant was cancelled. And it was suddenly like, oh, okay lah, order food. Habis cerita. And I think that hit home with that there were so many limiting factors. But like Kakak said, extremely grateful for the fact that I can now talk about it in a life experience sort of way, although it was temporary. And also very, very grateful that in the process of recovery and wearing my back brace and seeing chiropractors and allied higher health professionals that again helped me get strong again, I was still able to visit Sabah and spend time with Didi. That was one of the highlights. And tak apalah, we all tak daki gunung, tapi kita pergi tengok gunung.
Boleh.
Kan? And we did. And you know what? We saw the peak. We got there in time to take pictures, to see the whole peak when it was not covered in clouds. And Malaysia is beautiful. Okay, that was one big achievement for the year, because I traveled with the kids and a back brace, and with Didi there was immense support. Like Kakak, I am extremely grateful for this podcast journey. Macam mana nak cakap? Orang cakap, you all ni tahu cakap, you all lawyer, boleh kan cakap? Hey, very different, okay?
You je lawyer kat sini.
Tapi tak boleh. You tahu tak, nak buat podcast ni macam susah tau. And to overcome that, and I think there was one day that we all broke into giggles. I thought that was hilarious because one filmmaker told us to give our cameras names. And we had
Berkawan dengan kamera.
Ya, berkawan dengan kamera
Sebab
kan.
kita tak suka kamera ni. Kamera ni buat kita stress.
Janji
Generasi
kamera-
kita masih tak biasa lagi dengan kamera.
Janji kamera
kita
suka
camera
kita
shy.
Yes. We all guna kamera untuk ambil gambar lain kan.
Remember before we started recording any of the episodes, we were all talking about macam mana kita tak tunjuk muka kita.
Oh, yes.
Buat pasal nak tengok avatar apalah, nak guna mask apa-apalah. Until finally lepas I think what ridiculous silly hour of discussing is like, please get over yourself lah. Nobody cares. You nak suruh apa macam like, it's such a big deal. Whatever, get over it, But really, we we had this discussion about how do we not show our face?
Yes. And then to have to show every week.
Yeah.
And talk to a camera. Oh my God, it was tough.
Talk to 3 cameras. Hello.
And to each other, don't forget. We talk to each other.
Menakutkan,
and-
eh?
Yes.
Yes.
The talk to each
Not
other
the each
is
other.
the one that's blessing.
Yes.
Is this thing and this lampu glaring, and
And being on social media when we are social media shy
everything,
people.
showing, all the fantastic, double chin, berkilat-kilat, latest jerawat, It's like, yay.
Rambut beruban, ingat tak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just had to embrace it lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, it seems like it's a very silly thing, but it sounds like for most of us, ni memang big deal lah.
Yeah, it was just to get the message out there, kan? It was.
And now lagi gila kan, kita buat record episode 2 sekali.
Ada juga.
Ya. Ada lah beberapa kali yang kita buat double recording kan. Ya, itu sebab kita dah kata that kita, dah terima kita family ni hampir sebagai satu tanggungjawab kan. Sebab kita dah buat komitmen. Basically we said about once a week. That's what we wanted to do. It's not been perfect and exact, but I would have to say kita sekurang-kurangnya untuk ni dah hampir setahun ya, kan dah 11 bulan. Pada tahap ni adalah macam usaha kita untuk istiqamah, right? There's a maknanya kita cuba untuk konsisten, berdisiplin, memang tekad terus berusaha untuk membuat satu perkara dengan secara konsisten, kan? And that was sort of like an azam as well lah, in a way, right?
Yeah. And for me, it was the unity in our diversity, in what Malaysia was like, in our experiences. There were some commonalities, but some totally extreme experiences that we had with our kids. And I'm sure there's so many out there with even more extreme experiences. And the fact is, for a disabled to integrate into society, there are many barriers, and we just wanted to break them down. And I don't know whether we've actually been able to, but at least we've started discussing them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an ongoing journey lah. It's that, the sikit-sikit
Lama-lama jadi bukit dan gunung.
Yeah.
This is going to be the recurring theme of this episode.
Yeah.
Sikit lama-lama jadi bukit.
No, and just maybe our journey, right?
Yes.
Our journey with our kids, our journey in this podcast, everything is like sort of like a step by step. And there's so many different sayings, whether it's cliche or whether it's something that gives you inspiration. It's like that whole journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Things like that. It's true.
Yeah.
And often it's like that. It's not great big leaps and giant steps, and so often many great things were built on the foundation of a step at a time, and much smaller things, just reminders and lessons for ourselves juga lah, kan? Sebagai mak neurodivergent, this is our chit chat. It's one of our chit-chat episodes. Pengalaman sebagai, mak-mak neurodivergent ni lah, how that has affected our lives. And maybe sometimes like this year we get to talk about the things that have happened to us while we are also, of course, still being mak-mak.
Absolutely.
Right? Never being able to kind of, or want to remove ourselves from that. But sometimes to be able to just, talk a little bit about, what it's like. Itulah tak tahu bagi Nori kan, kalau kita nak maintain lah, kita tengah sebut tentang kesyukuran kan, memang bersyukur, itu antara memang ialah tema bagi saya juga untuk 2024 ni. Bila kita sebut tentang kita family dan perjalanan kita, it's like Anit kata tadi, it's like kita dapat bersama, the unity was there, and then dari segala macam jenis pengalaman dengan anak kami yang berbeza-beza, kita sebut neurodivergent, tapi neurodivergent ni pun pelbagai jenis.
Betul.
Anak-anak kita yang sungguh pun antara kita just 5 daripada mak-mak ni pun sangat berbeza. And we are really very, very different. But I don't know, I'm very grateful for it. I feel like Almost like macam, I don't know, buku teks, kat sekolah dulu kan ada ahli ramu akar, whatever, sebut tentang muhibah, kemajmukan this and that. But kita tak plan ni pun macam ni. We didn't do the formula of like, macam, let's build a K-pop group. Let's audition people. Who wants to come for training? Like this is the life of a trainee. Who wants to be the next Kita family idol? Like we didn't build this in that sense. It's just happened. So I really feel that it's divine.
Yes.
Providence.
No, I know lah, you're giggling there because you are imagining whatever, everybody dancing and all that.
We got the t-shirt.
T-shirt ni lah, sebab t-shirt tu kita buat lah. Kan, yelah, lepas tu kita pun nak t-shirt. Kita buat kan ni, Malaysia kan t-shirt ni penting. But it's t-shirt. T-shirt ni antara budaya kita. Macam tak real kalau tak ada t-shirt kan. It's true.
But we're even more real. We got t-shirt and
Then hoodie. I was going to say hoodie. Hoodie.
We took it a step further.
A step further.
Daripada bukit jadi gunung, daripada t-shirt jadi hoodie.
Yes.
Okay, so basically at the end of the day, we are also just human and very shallow also. Okay? T-shirt, hoodie, very important. So no. It's true. So many things yang benda-benda yang berlaku bukan sesuatu yang dirancang. Kira macam kita dapat satu peluang lah. So I really feel itu adalah pemberian yang sangat bermakna, so that alhamdulillah, for sure. I think kalau kita nak try to plan and design macam ni pun kita takkan dapat ni. And kakak is right. I like, how did it, bukan nak kata tak pernah susah, bukan nak kata kadang-kadang kita pun tak macam fras ataupun fikirkan macam mana nak buat ni, atau episod ni rasa seperti agak mencabar atau sesuatu yang memang membawa kepada banyak emosi and things like that. But generally it's been quite smooth and easy, right, ladies? I don't know if I'm saying this now, I'm going to jinx everything in 2025. I think
Don't worry, there's no jinx possible because
tak.
the fundamental, I think, kan, Didi and all of us, that trust, the safe space yang kami adakan.
And we worked on it. We built it before we came together officially, betul, to be fair.
And we continue to work on it.
Yes, we don't
make
take it for
ourselves
granted, betul.
available, or when one is not available, we make the other people still able. That is that inclusion. And I really feel di Kita family sini, we share that inclusivity from inside.
Yes.
So that we want to pour it out lah. Kan?
It's true.
And
I think
provide
we do
checks
that.
and balances and alerts. And also
Nudge each other.
nudge each other. And
I always get nudged.
we all do. And
No, I get nudged more.
I get nudged to azamkan buat apa ni?
Moderate.
Because I'm the official nudge.
Challenge.
Didi, tengok tahu tak apa. Ada Desiree kat sini, dia mengaku that dia antara official nudger. Ni yang nudging yang antara dua kat sini. Is there a Punjabi thing about nudging?
it might be.
Probably.
Yeah, there might be.
Probably there might be.
Tak apa lah, maybe. Well, maybe it's the voice of conscience and getting people to
Let's do this.
put their best foot forward. I feel that's what I feel I've seen from the Punjabi people that I know around me. They're very community oriented. No, I'm going to say this, like, it's for real. So maybe it's not like I was joking or whatever initially, but I feel it's true. This must be a cultural
DNA thingy, right?
Value thing.
But however,
They just fist bumped each other. For people listening on Spotify, there was a fist bump of the Punjabi roots happening right here in the middle. Okay, yes. You feel like... Sorry, I'll keep quiet. You feel like... Silakan, Desiree.
I don't always identify myself as Punjabi first.
Eurasian?
I always say I'm Indian or Malaysian first. And
I
then
always
go
say I'm
to
Malaysian
Indian.
first.
Yeah, Malaysian first, and then when anyone
No, you
asks
said
me
Indian just now. You said Indian and I was like, she went for the one that is paling. I almost feel you do that secara sengaja because that is like the least obvious bit about you.
Yeah, I kind of do it sengaja now
Yes.
because initially when I was much younger, people like, Mak Saleh. So people come and like, oh, kau ni apa? And I'll be like, I'll be trying to explain what I am. So now that I'm all grown up and so depending on my
And
mood
40.
when
At
people
40,
go
finally
like,
grew up.
kau ni apa? I'm like, aku ni manusia. My first thing, you know, or where are you from? Oh, I'm from Shah Alam. Just like that, right? And like, no, but
Selangor.
and then they go, but originally from Seremban. Then they're like, they
Lagi.
really look at me. So, what race are you? I'm Indian. Then it's like, and then I go. Then depending on my mood for the day, and I'm like, okay, actually it's like this. I'm Punjabi mixed with Eurasian. Oh, then they go like, oh, but so it's this little game that I play now because it used to annoy me a lot because I get this question a lot, right? And I got teased a lot as a kid. So now I think I just try to have a bit of fun with it.
You're embracing your identities.
Identities. So I go like,
Yeah. Didi's making faces in Sabah. Cepat. Say something, making faces.
Untuk pengetahuan mereka di Spotify, Desiree mempunyai kulit yang sangat cerah, paling cerah, macam Snow White ya. Dia mengaku dia Indian tu macam
Yeah. Indian dari mana?
Memang akan menimbulkan persoalan yang sangat besar. So if you all had that persoalan, okay, it's answered today.
Answer today. Yes. For more information on my ethnicity, you can find it.
We did say open book today, yeah?
Yes. We will do in another episode dissect the history of my ancestors.
I join you lah.
I think if we
Then
do
it'll take
for
forever.
each one of us satu episode pun tak cukup kan?
Don't know. I said if I join you, it'll take forever.
Yes, forever. Yes.
The rojakness will be just exhausting.
Because it's partially a history lesson of,
Of your roots
Which-
and family tree.
which penjajah came in which year and like by which boat and whatnot.
Be
Right?
careful, the cikgu is coming out now.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
teacher in
Tadi dia kata
1511 Portuguese, 1641 Belanda.
Just now she said she needs to revise geography and now she wants to go down a history lesson.
History lesson, yes.
Oh, I tahu I demam SPM, okay, tapi tak payahlah nak buat sejarah.
You demam SPM
Demam SPM.
Okay, cepatlah nak cerita apa-apa.
Itulah, just shout out to everybody who's
Going to sit for SPM.
who is in the midst of sitting for
Shout out
SPM
to
or
mothers.
supporting and
The
parents
mothers,
supporting their
parents.
kids while sitting for SPM. We can do this. Lepas Raya Cina tu memang dah over, okay?
That will be your real tahun baru, is
Oh,
it?
that's my real tahun baru. That's Merdeka.
That's her azam. Get through SPM.
Yes.
I don't think my parents were as stressed when it came to my SPM, I have to say.
My parents were never stressed about any of the exams that I ever
Yes.
did. Yes. And I
So you said
I thank them for that actually, and really thank my parents for not pressuring me because then it's not so difficult with being a parent myself now. I don't feel that need to pressure just because I was pressured because I never was.
You belum sampai SPM lagi.
that's right.
Okay.
Cakap kat dia, cakap kat adik kita, jangan cakap banyak. Belum jadi mak kepada orang yang buat SPM.
You belum sampai SPM lagi. Nori, you rasa parents you lagi stress kan masa SPM? Jibril just went through a major exam this year as well. So
My parents tak kot. I think sama lah dengan your parents. I don't know. But I think they definitely had certain expectations lah.
Yeah.
Tapi no lah nak kata tak tahulah. Tak terfikir pula I nak tanya itu. Are you stressed but I'm taking SPM? It just didn't. I don't know, but it's very cute. Like when kakak says, like Joshua will sometimes says, Mama, you are looking anxious or whatever. I think our kids have a certain kind of openness
with
for us, with us and how they speak and all that. That maybe generasi kita tak sama sangat, lain lah. I think lain. Sungguh pun mungkin perhubungan kita, dianggap, kalau saya fikirkan, saya akan kata relationship was good. It was also quite close. But if I think about it, it's not the same with my kids and me. With my kids and me, I don't know. Like macam for me, I take a lot of effort to try and understand their interests. For their sake. It's not something I'm particularly interested in, but I think I want to be able to connect with them. and also so I would want to show interest in like whatever lah, YouTuber yang dia minat ke, sukan apa yang dia minat ke, seorang suka bola, seorang suka boxing, so macam tiba-tiba kita pun macam tahulah sedikit sebanyak, because then then I can have a conversation with them, and so I think it's nice, even though sometimes I'm like, why am I watching this video about how this person got into this grudge match with whatever? But
Sorry.
don't laugh. No,
The things we do for our children.
no,
which
but
our
it's-
parents probably drew better lines.
Yeah. Yes, maybe the boundaries,
Yes.
But if I sit down and think about it, I'm glad. So boys, I just want to say, I'm actually glad you want to share these things with me.
Absolutely.
I don't know that I wanted to share the things I really got excited about with my parents, or maybe I tried and I can still remember certain like faces or questions of that. Memang diorang tak faham certain things lah. Like maybe certain music that I was listening to or whatever. But when my son decided that he liked BTS, then I was like, okay, they're prettier than I am. Not sure what I think about K-pop and men wearing makeup. But then it's like listening to the music. And then after that I was like, okay, we
You
can
became
all be
K-pop
army
yourself.
in
And then
this
go learn
house.
Korean while you're at it.
Yeah.
And then be a big fan of K-drama.
K-dramas.
The K-drama came first lah before the learning Korean. Yeah, but that's not my 2024. But no, 2024 ada juga. So the 2024 I teruskan dengan let's cuba belajar cakap bahasa Korea. Tak berapa berjaya sebab lesson tak berapa konsisten. But it's fun. It's something I just do for myself. That has nothing to do with anything. But maybe antara azam tahun baru saya untuk 2025, saya memang ingin ke Korea. Sebab saya belum pergi sejak saya umur 9 tahun.
Okay.
So it's been a really long time.
Nak ikut.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, so let's go.
Yeah.
KFam goes to Korea.
Cik. That'd be quite cool.
Okay.
Bagi
KFam go to-
potential sponsor yang sedang mendengar dan menonton, I'm putting it out to the universe.
Oh, kakak, you said
I was going to say KFam go to Sabah first.
Sabah first.
Sabah
So yes,
Kan?
potential sponsors also please hear that.
Tapi jangan
buat esok KFam ke Kota Kinabalu, KFam ke Korea.
Kamu semua K. Tapi takkan naik Gunung Kinabalu ya?
Maybe we'll wait for you lah dekat bawah nanti to cheer you on. Not okay, I will speak for myself. I will wait for you at the foot to cheer.
Tak apa Didi, I pergi kepada viewpoint tu. I ambil gambar kat sana
So
dengan
we'll
you,
have
okay?
different points where which one
Different
of us
people
will
will be waiting.
KFam
Support crew.
support crew.
Cepat kak. So kakak, cepatlah. Kakak punya peranan apa bila Didi daki Gunung Kinabalu ni? Ada seorang dia kata dia cheer ke bawah, ada seorang lagi
Midpoint.
ambil gambar the viewpoint. Sorry, ambil gambar role is taken. You love the ambil gambar thing. No ambil gambar role for you.
Why not?
I'm holding the flag.
Because Anit's really sad. Yeah, she took it.
I back up. Didi, we know you can do it.
Oh, cheerleader.
Cheerleader itu dia.
Belilah pom-pom for
Cheerleader
kakak.
dari mana?
Yeah, right.
Pom-pom KFam.
Actually,
Apa Didi?
You be there. Kakak.
memang kakak sudah naik Kinabalu.
Oh.
And I was so glad when actually it is an amazing experience. That's why I know, Didi, you will do it.
When did you do this? How come I don't know this?
There are many things I have not yet. So the adventure of going to Kinabalu,
Okay.
actually, the going up is one high, but as they say, the finishing really is to make sure you come down. Because okay, did I say okay? Let me put that in a better way. Better way. Sebelah Let me re-say. Okay. Let me
Re-say it. Yeah, silakan.
Re-say it. Actually, I think physically, it's more challenging. I understand, even technically, it's more challenging to come down. It's not just going up. So lots of training beforehand. I naik turun Batu Cave dekat KL ni. Actually, I think it is a once in a lifetime experience. So Didi, you can do it.
Fighting.
Because kakak sudah buat, adik mesti buat.
Kakak buat bila tu?
So we went up as EO.
Okay.
And now that you ask me, I have to go and bring that picture out because I really cannot remember the year. Something so significant. And the experience is just amazing. Just want to shout out to EO. They made the journey very interesting. As we mendaki, there is a stop for foot massage. This is planning. We talk about planning, organizing.
Okay, then that is okay. Didi, cepat minta kakak sekarang. Inilah peranan kakak selain daripada cheerleader. Sila book, arrange, plan. Make sure that ada foot massage on your way up.
Ada lagi, belum siap lagi ni.
Okay.
Ada as you go along. Boleh juga uruskan coffee, hot coffee. These are all the motivational goal lah. So, but along the way, you know what was beautiful?
Checkpoint 1, foot massage. Checkpoint 2.
Along the way, ada juga music intervention.
Wow.
Somebody
Selingan music.
Seriously, ada music to motivate dia menyanyi apa ni, Gunung Kinabalu. There's a beautiful song. So Didi,
So somebody was singing on their way up.
yes, so you have to be with a group
Yeah.
that will continue to cheer you on, that will provide goals with
This is
motivation.
pre-OP or post-OP?
Oh, definitely pre-OP. I think mungkin kena 2 decade ago. Seriously. Actually, perhaps it was about 20 years ago.
Okay.
And by the way,
Pre-children?
pre-children. Yeah, definitely if it's 2 decades ago. But you have to book, kan? Because to even get into the climb,
Park, yeah.
national park, ada booking.
The permit, the slots.
Absolutely. But most importantly is to know that you can do it, and there is preparation and training. Itu dia. Nanti saya bawakan to all my adik-adik. I'll give you the photo.
Yes, please.
But Nori, we've heard very little from you. I know you moderated, but other than KFam and K-pop and K-drama and going to Kota Kinabalu and Korea.
Everything with K, yeah?
Everything with K.
I wonder why.
Oh my God, don't start there.
Invitation. Tu ni, kawan baik menjemput.
Okay lah. So this is what we do. We also tease each other like any other group of friends.
Yeah.
This is what we do. This is how we stay sane, right?
Yeah, and nobody is allowed to be so quiet. So that's why Nori is getting the
how
nudge.
you're saying that we are normal,
Yes.
actually.
Yeah, we are. No question. We are.
In
And
our eyes.
it's and you had to say it like that.
Yes.
To just make sure it is so.
On the record.
What did you say a lot about avoiding tactics? I don't know what I want to say as the year finishes and the new year begins.
I think it's okay to say that as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't know what we want to do.
Remember, it's unfiltered, and
Yeah.
Dr. Naziati told us to just speak. Because if we don't speak, nothing's
Speak
going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Speak up.
Speak up.
Yep.
Actually, I was very grateful for the episode. We had a makeshift studio.
Oh, kat rumah you? Yeah. You know that episode was kat rumah Anit. So we were not in studio. Sebab unfortunately studio kita tidak disability friendly dari segi wheelchair. Kat sini tak ada lift. Tak ada juga tangga tu yang membenarkan, wheelchair naik dengan mudah and all that. So this building, take a hint.
Is that your 2025 message? Will we take a hint?
Yeah.
Okay, we accept.
Macam mana building tu akan ubah suai sendiri.
Putting it out into the universe.
Saya tak tahulah nak letak nama siapa dengan
out
berkenaan
into the
dengan this
universe.
building. Itulah,
Yeah.
tapi kalau ada siapa-siapa yang dengar tu faham je lah kan, this building. That's the point lah, this building.
Okay, so
Macam ni kalau dia sebut lah rumah nombor 42. Kau tahulah siapa rumah nombor 42, katalah sebagai contoh kan. Tak payahlah kita sebut nama dia. But in this case is because saya tak tahu nak untuk sebut nama siapa lagi. So mungkin I need to go and find out nama siapa untuk disebut, untuk meminta leave.
Okay.
No lah. It's gratitude is a very, very big theme for me because I won't lie, it is something that I memang macam kita kena melatihkan diri lah. Kena ini pun adalah antara benda yang kena praktis sebenarnya. Kita bukan macam mudah untuk rasa bersyukur sepanjang masa. That whole thing about sebagai manusia, kita tak lari daripada emosi, kita tak lari daripada merasa kesusahan atau keperitan dalam hidup. Jadi macam mana kita nak handle lah bila kita menghadapi situasi-situasi yang mencabar. Dan memang kita kerap sebut ya di KFam, hidup kita tidak kurang cabarannya lah bila menjadi ibu kepada anak yang neurodivergent. I think memang lebih menarik. There's never a dull moment. Tak boring. Tak teringat pun kali terakhir yang kita rasa boring. I don't know what that word means. So that's good. That also is actually something to be grateful for, right? It's never a dull moment. It's actually a good thing. But you have to, I think you do like we also have talked about whenever kita need to prepare atau kita nak belajar kemahiran atau kita nak benda yang bagi kita sesuatu yang kita tahu kita perlukan, persediaan tu perlulah. So persediaan tu dari segi membelajar, dari segi melatihkan diri, dari segi menukar cara kita berfikir, mindset. You kind of have to do this. And that's true about the positivity too. So I think this is a common theme, right, ladies? People also ask us, how come we're so positive now?
Yeah.
Right? Or how do you do all of this? How do you do all of that? And I said, how do we do all of this? I think it was a very step-by-step. It's a very long journey and it was a lot of practice. And we are here and you guys hear us on air that once a week. That's a very small amount of time in the 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And this is, our recording or whatever. The rest of the hours is full of other stuff.
Yes.
Right? A lot of other great stuff too, things that we all laugh about, genuinely, just, that whole like tergeli hati and, so many things and those days that make it easy to be grateful. But there's also all those days where it's, there's like ugly crying or in our WhatsApp group when we check on each other and, we talk on WhatsApp every day, this group of ours. And sometimes it's like, oh, this really crappy beep, 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 beep day happened. Right? And
It's not a happy day, but we're laughing because it's beep, beep, beep.
yeah, actually today there were things that were, that were good, but also not so good. But, sometimes we share those things. Sometimes we don't share those things. So I'll share the sometimes it's not so great thing. I have talked about, through Kita Family, again, safe space and disability. It's really weird to think that the safe space is actually sharing with the public, but maybe that's the catharsis lah. Itulah peluang kita untuk meluahkan sesuatu dengan harapan bahawa benda ni yang mungkin adalah sesuatu yang sangat susah dan menjadi sebahagian kepada kehidupan kita yang kita anggap sebagai satu peristiwa yang perit atau sedih, tapi dengan harapan bahawa kita pun dapat mengatasinya dan mungkin orang lain dapat memanfaatkan daripada merasa bahawa kalau dia orang mengalami pun pernah ada orang lain juga mengalami, jadi dia orang tak perlu rasa sunyi atau mungkin apa-apa yang kita belajar daripada ni dapat orang lain belajar juga. So tak payahlah repeat mistake tu kan. Kalau kita dah tahu orang lain dah buat, tak payahlah kita buat benda yang sama supaya kita pun terkandas dan kerepap jatuh macam naka busuk. Tak payah. Kalau kita dah buat something and kita tahu benda tu don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do what I did. Learn from us. Yeah. Exactly. Just also to share, or just kind of like to keep going. And I'll tell you, one of the things is I had moments where I'm wondering, why am I here talking to everybody about the stuff to do when my own son, my autistic son Timo, is having such a hard time. This year is extra hard. We've never seen it so hard like this. And I've wondered, like, maybe I just, what am I trying to say when he's not in a good place right now, right? But I think it has been a way for me to still feel that, like I said, that what has happened to us maybe is something that can help someone else. And it being on Kita Family memang motivasi untuk saya terus belajar. Kita orang semua macam kena start baca balik buku yang dulu, kenali pakar balik, rujuk balik kepada kursus-kursus yang kita pernah pergi, dan of course belajar perkara yang baru, banyak benda yang baru. Sejak anak kita, tiap-tiap dari kita, sejak anak kita menerima diagnosis, wow, perubahan ni sangat besar tentang pemikiran tentang autism, neurodivergence. Dulu perkataan neurodivergence ni tak kerap digunakan. Sungguh pun kalau kita tengok balik, apparently it was used from the 90s, but it was not common usage.
Betul.
And then kalau keluar daripada sociologist pun, mungkin di dalam satu konteks yang begitu akademik atau sangat khusus. But now look, we're using this term, all the time,
More and more.
and we're always, we have the benefit of listening to the voices of neurodivergence that has taught us so much, so much, right? So it's like some tough things happened this year, of my son, being physically aggressive, certain things that, where he got hurt, another person got hurt, and I'm thinking to myself, this other person pun is like anak orang lain juga, Of course it was, somebody who was, I would say, prepared, and said that they were very professional, and said that this is part of what it is they were going to do. It's one of his support people, but still, right? And I didn't want that to happen. If anything, then I wish it was me. Like, I'm his mother, so I should be able to take that. So I don't want anybody else. So if it's kalau siapa-siapa yang kena, then it should be me. But at the same time, put myself forward, or I'm there, I'm also scared for that situation when it happens. He's big. He's 5'10" now. And he, can see the shock and remorse on his face. Sometimes dia pun macam terkejut that dia, badan dia tak terkawal, and straight away after that, it's like, sorry. But it's almost like a, it's like a something that has happened, a reaction that you cannot stop. Macam kalau kita, katalah tergigit nyamuk, kan? Kita macam kena garu benda tu, kata it just is something that cannot go away, right? So it's having learning and understanding that, and it's not something that he also wants, right? It's traumatizing for everybody. So it's a year where things like that have happened also. But I do believe that big word is the gratitude, and alhamdulillah, and as Muslims we feel alhamdulillah for every situation, because it is your mindset again. It's like, it's you choose how you want to respond to a situation. Are you going to see that as something that you can learn from, or are you going to fall apart for a really, really long time and just not be able to deal with it at all. There is some measure of choice.
And
then I
Nori,
know,
we are
of course,
grateful for you because
Yes.
through this all, we may have needed to nudge you, but you've been here and you have been out there sharing with everybody and making a difference to some people's lives. So,
Well, by
That
God's
has-
grace, if that, then again, that this is what makes it worthwhile, right?
Thank you,
So
Nori.
It's
Nori.
yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what the new year holds. I have hope because look at it. Even if it's not going to get that much better, we know we've learned so much more already.
Yes.
And the one thing I have to say, and this is very clear why I can betul-betul genuinely secara ikhlas ni memang saya sebut Alhamdulillah dengan ikhlas sebab saya tak rasa sunyi. Yeah. I have, the rest of the four of you here. I have a supportive family. I have friends. We've built this whole thing so that we can handle such difficult moments. But if I didn't build this, the community, the support system, reach out, biasakan diri dengan, merasa selesa untuk, bercerita dan cakap tentang benda-benda yang susah. Kalau kita dah tak ada pengalaman buat benda-benda ni, then at this point in time, I think I would be in a really, really bad place. So it's like, it's not great, but it's not so bad. It's really not so bad, It's okay. And again, Timo's teaching a lot. And just, as an update, at least, now, there are smiles, there are giggles. Things have improved from the time that he was very anxious and depressed. We're not out of the woods yet. Masih, dia masih.
but he got a really
duduk
cool
kat
haircut.
rumah and, he got himself a haircut. Dia potong rambut dia sendiri. So that's why we knew after that he wanted to, potong rambut. So, and then, baru-baru ni kan hari tu I said he only wants to go to my dad's house, nak pergi rumah Tok Wan je. Tiba-tiba baru ni minggu ni nak pergi rumah Tok ni, rumah mak saudara saya yang dia dah lama tak jumpa, dah lebih daripada setahun. And bless my auntie and my cousins semua, they were not even around. They're actually out of the country, but they're like, oh, no. Yeah, he can come. He's welcome. Ada orang lah that's looking after the house. So there is so many things. So it's really true. It's very, I feel, I'm grateful. In our faith, we say setiap kesusahan tu memang ada kemudahan ya. And I always remind myself that it's with. It's not after. We're not talking about rainbow after rain or like, light at the end of the tunnel. No, we are reminded that ease has been promised. While we are experiencing difficulty. So are you going to see it? Will you notice that it's there to also help you? So I've been able to notice it. So I include, in my prayers continue. Saya memang terus mendoakan bahawa saya akan dapat melihat sesuatu yang memang dah dijanjikan. Bahawa dalam kesusahan tu memang ada kemudahan dah diberikan kepada kita. Dan kalau kita nampak tu insyaAllah that, kita, teruskanlah kita bersyukur ke atas tu dan kita akan terus berusaha untuk mendapatkan redha daripada Yang Maha Esa yang telah membagikan everything. So we'll just keep going, right? I mean,
We will.
especially when we say so. Now it's also a self check.
Yes.
So you all tengok I cakap berapa panjang lebar terus
Terima
cakap nak
kasih,
cakap.
Nori.
Thank you Nori.
We love
Sebab
you,
nanti
Nori.
cakap nanti tak boleh stop. Emo lah apalah tadi positive. We should just have had a happy positive episode. No lah, but let's end on positive. So I want to end positive to say that I'm grateful so much to have all of you because really this is a bright spot in a roller coaster year of macam-macam yang telah berlaku dan memang terus I think it's still going to remain exciting and interesting and all that. And I'm going to lean on you guys a lot.
We are here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if she's climbing Mount Kinabalu, she'll be there.
Yes, Didi. Kalau apa-apa jadi cepat turun. Dan I tahu kata next year mungkin tak balik selalu sangat. Tapi kalau kakak seorang ni cakap balik, please balik ha.
Sila balik.
Don't miss semenanjung.
Oh, thank you. You guys make my life in KK not kata duduk KK tak best, tapi the transition is a lot easier sebab weekly bila ada recording ni kan it feels like a trip going home although online tau, jumpa kawan-kawan. So it's not that I don't make any new friends here, I do, tapi having regular contact with all of you, make things easier and reminded me of yalah, like my life tak adalah terputus terus lah, tinggalkan KL terus. So Didi is from KL. Okay.
And she is our
singgah
yes,
di
and she
Sabah.
supplies our ikan bilis. Okay.
Oh yes.
Dah pindah baru nak ajak buat podcast lah, apalah dulu.
Apa baru nak ajak? Awak antara yang pertama
Timing.
membuahkan idea ni, okay? Tak ada perlu dijemput-jemput dan diajak, okay? Dah sanggup. Thanks to Clubhouse.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Thanks to Clubhouse.
Yeah. Amongst the other things. There's so many things to be. Yeah.
So on that note, are we wishing everybody a wonderful 2025?
Yes. Selamat tahun
New Year.
baru. Jangan lupa follow, subscribe. Say this thing now at the end of every episode. Please watch our episodes, listen to our episodes on YouTube,
Okay, that's
Spotify.
scripted. Okay, that's scripted. That's not.
Ni
Let me
jadikan
just fulfill my tanggungjawab lah. Nanti lepas tu kata, siapa terlupa nak cakap. And of course it will be me, because I think people do know that kalau sebelum kita family, nak tengok I kat social media pun tak ada kan?
Betul.
Itu dia.
Sebab I pun macam kakak agak segan sebenarnya. Dan you know, all the public stuff is left to the Encik Suami, you know, right? Yeah, that's enough. He's put himself out there in the public more than enough for one person. Cukup. So, anyway, yes. Kita family, bagi pihak, keluarga, kami semua, termasuk tim kita di belakang tabir, tengah buat peace sign semua.
Tengah pakai
thank
t-shirt
you
yang
everybody.
best-best.
T-shirt yang best nanti kita sebut lah. Okay, but anyway, you know, kita memang nak mengucapkan selamat tahun baru, ucapkan terima kasih, ucapkan, you know, segala-gala lah yang baik harapan kami untuk semua. We wish you health and happiness and success, fulfillment of each of your own azam. Ya, apa-apa yang tiap-tiap saudara-saudari yang mendengar di sana, apa niat dan harapan sendiri, diharapkan itu juga akan terjadi dengan jayanya. Terima kasihlah dari kami ya. Dan you know, we really hope to have another year. God's grace, insya-Allah kita akan teruskan, kita family akan teruskan bersama-sama dengan anda. Alright. So see you next episode. Assalamualaikum. Bye-bye.